The double or nothing contest continues. This time it's Moxy versus Juicy. He made quick work of Dr. Known and elected to go double. And he has randomly been selected Juicy for his second best of 5. That match coming at you right now. Here we go. It's Moxy versus Juicy in the double or nothing-a-thon. Moxy, the much anticipated run through the potential gauntlets that he may put himself through if he wants to try and get to maximum prize, runs into maybe one of his toughest opponents that he could play right now in Juicy. Juicy has been undefeated in this format so far. He only tapped out, I think, in order to play the Coupe de France. He did not want to have to play the ones during it, so I think he cashed out in order to keep his prize, thinking he'd have to, keep playing, which I think I would have allowed him in retrospect to wait a few days if he really wanted to. But that's not what he said. He said cash out, so he did. And now he's back. He's down to game some more, and oh my goodness, a ceiling pinch will fall right into Moxy's control. But as I said, Juicy looks really strong. Nobody, no matter how strong you are, is immune to not getting top left flicked on. Moxy gonna send one top left for the first goal of this series. He beat Drally, Jorias, and Reb Mob before eventually tapping out. The biggest win, this is Juicy that is. The biggest win for Juicy, of course, being Drally. But Jorias, nothing to scoff at as well. And of course, the best player in the game, the GOAT, the Mob, to finish it off. Can he get a win against Moxy now? Reset shot directly at Moxy, whose recovery is going to be better. And Moxy will make it 2-0. They're in a call right now. Chat is telling me they're in voice together. Now, Reb Mob oftentimes tries to bait people into text chatting with him in the game, and I think that often throws them off and favors him. I wonder if this is better or worse for either one of these two players. Will they potentially play differently or throw the other person off by being in voice? Moxy, low 50. Gonna snag some boost and try and cut this one away from Juicy, who has just about nothing left to work with, and so he will follow and challenge immediately. This reset shot is at least not immediately countered like the past couple takes by Juicy, so he's gonna have a chance to defend. Moxy is looking mechy. If I had to pick, it feels like it's favoring Moxy right now, and he didn't even get his ceiling reset this time. He goes ball reset to put it near post, and it's 3-0 for the Mock. Juicy side flip, pop this one to the ceiling, and then tried to power shoot to beat Moxy, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Moxy 8 boost left over, but he still has his flick available. Just barely missed it. Got crossbar and post before it was all said and done. Juicy reset shot, wide open net. He should be on the board to get his scoring going in this best of 5. Juicy flick. Denied, countered. Oh, never mind. Not on target, though. I thought I was about to give Moxy a ton of credit for how quickly he saved that and sent the shot the other way. But it was slightly off target. Moxy staring down Juicy. He's worried about a bump attempt. Wants to be sure he dodges it if it's coming, but doesn't just assume it's coming, because he wants to stay on the back wall if he can. Moxy gonna have a tough time turning this into a shot, so he's gonna have to extend possession instead. He kind of back passed this to Juicy. Juicy playing one step ahead, quite literally ahead of Moxy. Ceiling pinch. Just hands the possession over. Maybe doesn't result in an immediate goal. Nice save to keep that from finding its way through. Moxy will take it to the back wall. Not frick new chatters. We love new chatters here. Type 1 in chat if you're a new member of the chat. I know they can be scary at times, but they all enjoy some good Rocket League show matches. Before not, maybe you'll become assimilated. You really have to type 1 now because it's hard to explain, but just don't type anything but 1 for the next 30 seconds. Moxy, a flick and a bump. And it's 4-1. Juicy undercutting Moxy and then flicking past him to keep this one within striking distance. 47 seconds left to go. These are the leads that Moxy oftentimes tries to stall out. I don't know if he's going to feel good about doing that against Juicy or what. Juicy kickoff goal is in, so 41 seconds left to go. And if Moxy can't get first possession, then it's not going to matter what he does to stall out time. He's going to be at the whim of Juicy, who has gotten another first possession and another shot towards the net. Moxy will have the save, but it's going to cost him a trip into the net. Picking up pads over his semicircle just outside of it. It's low 50. Good dunk. Chain dashing is attempting to bump Moxy, or at the very least push him out of position. And did not get that. He will get 100 boost. Moxy staying on ball. Seems a bit risky here, because if Juicy gets a clean take, then he's going to be at 0. But wow, great play from Moxy. Not only did he bring it back to his own corner, got himself 100 boost, and all but secured the game. As long as he doesn't choke it away, he gets undercut now. Juicy's going to get a chance at one last dribble. Starting in the corner, let Moxy go off the ceiling. He will play it on the ground. Flick over the top. Gets undercut. Moxy pins it away. Juicy should be able to do something about this. Moxy's up as well. Boost advantage now for Juicy, but that ball's going to hit the ground. Moxy will take game number 1. Juicy turned it on, but just a little bit too late. And the Mock keeps his win streak going. Game number 2. Delayed kickoff from Moxy. And it's going to result in a goal. Juicy trying to just change something about this shot in any way to give himself a chance at making a save. And I think it might have been missing anyways, though. I think he might have actually made it a little bit better. Juicy. Dunk. Boost grab, Moxy. Well, I'm not sure what the game plan was with that touch. But I can't imagine it's what he wanted, because he just drops the ball right in front of his net and uses the last bit of his boost as well as his flip. Just nightmare situation. Moxy trying to get his clean possession. Juicy's not letting him by going into his half. I really like what I've seen from both these guys, actually, in terms of not just conceding kickoff possession when it looks like they've potentially lost it. And this is not an easy thing to do either. Nice shot from Juicy. He's going to take the lead. But to stay aggressive, to stay on the opposition side when they have boost and they have the ball, when it just feels like they have all the advantage, you have to be really careful with how you undercut, how you play. And lots of players decide to not even risk it because it oftentimes leads to wide open nets. These guys have been staying aggressive off the kickoff and have done a good job of almost even reversing who should have won the 2 kickoffs. Pre-flip flick by Juicy is way too high. Recovery's decent. And Moxy was a believer in that flick, which means he jumped and won't have an immediate counter. If he stayed on the ground, would have been a free long shot. Moxy wants a possession. Juicy wants to stick around. If they really are in voice, I have to imagine they're chatting with each other right now as the game slows down and gives them an opportunity to say something to each other. Ceiling reset for Juicy. Pinch is not... Is it in? Nope. Denied. Moxy almost sent it the length of the field off the post, but it did not go in. Moxy has this save. Juicy swinging back around. Psycho attempts, it would seem. Easily collected, but still a large clear for Juicy. He's able to close the distance. Fake challenge almost resulted in him being too close to the play. He's going to get bumped here and be able to make a play off the back wall. Won't have a lot of boost to pick up in terms of hundreds, and in fact, he'll just get demoed. Moxy doesn't even want him over here. Moxy flipping to get a dribble started. Air dribble bump. Juicy can't stop it. The double jump bump will cut it after buying space with a demo. Juicy's been fake challenging a bunch, and Moxy just found himself right in the perfect spot to block any attempted challenge from a straight shadow. Moxy should just be having another goal. Yes, but not the way I thought it would happen. Not the way I thought he was going to get his free goal. Thought he was just going to shoot it straight to the nets, but did give Juicy a chance with the double. Moxy going to undercut and make it 4-2. Juicy seemed like he thought about chasing down that ball if Moxy was going to fake. Moxy just left a freebie. So Juicy will get a third. Moxy just waiting out what is a diving challenge from Juicy, and gets the 50 and makes it 5-3. Juicy started off this game well, but it looks like Moxy is going to have control of this competition. Type 1 in chat if you're in voice chat with Juicy and Moxy right now, just laughing it up. Long shot from Moxy is in. Great pass to himself. Perfect amount of boost to make this finish. 109 km/h counter. I'll be honest, with any 1v1 format, you always have to be worried that Moxy is going to dominate so much that he will make the competition seem easy when really it is not. So the RNG for Moxy to play was limited, and it truly didn't like him either. It could have picked him. It picked Drowley right away. Drowley and Moxy had the same RNG, and Drowley got picked instantly. He got picked like the first day, maybe the second day. Moxy didn't get picked at all. He had to wait till everyone else got picked, and even today didn't get picked. But fortunately for him, Nas could not play, so he finally got in. Now chat says Moxy is taking all my money. What do you guys think? The ending is a mystery. I have not said how much prize pool we have available to pay out, so it could be $32 million. If you think Moxy's running it to the 32 million, type 1. If someone's going to stop him along the way, type 2. Moxy. Air dribble resets. Barring Juicy scoring like crazy, we are not going to see a comeback here in game number 2. And I would think if Juicy really wanted to try and hard sweat to take this down, the voice chat is certainly not hindering Moxy. Clearly he is playing just fine inside the voice chat. I can't. It's so funny what we're all saying in the Discord, Fear. I can't believe you're missing this. Juicy. Interesting roll off the ball in order to not just own goal. caught a demo. Maybe we'll get one last goal for the road. But Moxy gonna take an easy win, game number 2. Moxy, pre-flip flick, has the dogs excited, and he'll make it 9-4. Game number 3, Moxy and Juicy. Moxy sending one to the side wall as he looks to try and close out what has been a dominant series. Juicy pogo shot is in. Juicy had no choice on the landing but to pop it up with the pogo. And it works perfectly to get around Moxy. Juicy on 14, gonna try and go top right. And maybe got a little bit too close because it bounced off of the top right with Orange Trail, which means Moxy did not save it. It was just sent too far wide. Juicy gonna pick up boosts, dodge the bump pressure. Save this one easily as well, but won't be able to get another boost steal, which is what Moxy was counting on. And now Juicy gets thrown into net with 20. Moxy has created his possession, and his advantage has a reset that he's pancaking off the ceiling. Wanted a pinch or maybe bailed out of it. And instead, sends back out to the midfield. Juicy does not want to see a wall to air dribble. Pinches this one away and is now hanging out just outside the back wall. Didn't feel like he had a strong challenge. So instead, we'll let Moxy get a carry. Air dribble bump. Kept out of the nets as Juicy drops it left. Now getting undercut. Did get a reset off that, so he will wave dash on the landing. But Moxy's favorite aerial setup, the reset off the ceiling. And it's sent directly at Juicy, and it'll be sent across the field. Juicy, nice save, and a 2-0 lead in game number 3. Ooh, nice fake by Juicy. Made it seem like he was going to go for a follow-up on the kickoff. Moxy believed it, and so he jumped to try and stop the follow-up angle. Moxy, little wall dash to get some speed going off this kickoff possession. Juicy, did he get a counter? Pre-flip, he did. He did not have any boost, and yet he still found a way to punish what looked like a Moxy kickoff win. Great delayed pre-flip to make sure he got the touch and landed super clean on the wall in order to have the follow-up that would end up becoming a goal. Moxy finally on the board. Oh, almost called it too soon. Juicy made it seem close, but Moxy is on the board. Juicy, another takeaway. It seemed like Moxy was having a walk in the park here in this series, but too heavy of a touch. Juicy sees his time to strike, takes it away. Now it's 5-1. Juicy building up a big lead. In fact, he's going to make it 6-1. Refuses to slow down. And the result is half of a game that is an absolute blowout. Who knows, though, if he can hold on to it. Moxy, never a guy to count out before 2:30. He can always repeat whatever was done to him in the next half. And he's already taken one of them back. Has the chat become maximum degenerates. I mean, we nice shot from Juicy. We've gotten to the point where chat is just typing letters. It's like it's not even. We can't go any further than here. Nice save by Juicy on the edge of a bump. Ooh, Juicy, that should absolutely be a goal. Just missed his wide open net. Shirley's getting roasted. Now he's getting demoed. And Moxy's getting a goal. That could end up being a big deal. As it should be 7-2 right now, but it's 6-3 instead. I mean, you guys might as well just type your social security numbers instead of random letters, you know? That way the chats mean something. Juicy banging this one to play keep away. Needs a tight angle and gets it. It bounces off the ground and in. And it's 7-3 for Juicy. Moxy wanted to find a way back, but Juicy kept it out by going fast to the back wall and getting a really tight angle. Moxy, great power slide cut. Caught Juicy off guard. Juicy was not expecting that good of a chip as he approached the play. Automod did try and stop people from typing numbers that look like socials. Really hope nobody's... it's correct of Automod. The mods are allowing all the messages through, but... Oh, 42069, 1439. That is all of chat's social. Right now, Juicy up 8-4 with 48 seconds left to go. By all means, extending the series. Moxy's not going to have the perfect run through the Donathon. No losses. Unless... Imagine? No, low 50 has been kept out. Front flip sent into the crossbar, and now the crossbar and the posts, and now the backboard. Moxy can't buy a bucket, and he will lose because of it. Juicy, is he gonna get back to this? Wow, this is a meaningless goal. Moxy wants to go next, but we're gonna watch this again. Juicy gets bumped, but goes to the ceiling and still gets this ball in time. All right, GG. 13-second forfeit. Moxy wants to go next. Juicy on the board. Are they in a game? Let me pull up Moxy's. Apparently it just started. Is Moxy's stream gameplay? It is gameplay. All right, I have to leave and get back. Don't know what happened there. Hopefully I'm back soon. All right, we missed the first goal. It's 1-0. I don't know what that bug was, but we're back now. It's definitely not a scam. We did not put an extra goal on Moxy's score just to try and follow the script. What a shot from Juicy! The ground pinches from him are impeccable. We saw this from him against Drally, I believe it was. Not quite the same kind, but still a similar wave dash. This is really just a wave dash shot, not so much a pinch, but he had a great pinch as well in that Drally series. Moxy pre-flipping for a reset and ultimately put it on a straight path instead of trying to change the angle. Moxy, these cuts have been catching Juicy. This time, it's not a chip up, it's just a grounded cut that is such a tight angle that Juicy goes flying by. Juicy doinking this ball up on his way through. Now Maybe trying to get the Psycho. Knew he probably had a big clear if he didn't hit it. Able to clear this one off the back wall. Didn't get the boost. Zap dash shot. Look at this play from Juicy. If you're wondering whether or not to learn the zap dash, here's an example why. Juicy doesn't stand a chance at getting to this without a quick zap dash on the landing to keep ahead of Moxy. And that allows him to shoot on an open net despite not having any boost at all. Just such a useless emote. DSC cord is... When are you ever going to use it? Other than right now. Because somebody said they were in Discord together. You will never have a time to use it again. Moxy zoning Juicy off the ball. Trying to win some low 50s. Juicy's doing well. Bought himself time to back off. Gonna go for the ceiling challenge. Seems a bit over the ball, but still worked out. Got bumped on the landing. Able to wave dash. Put himself right back into play. Moxy running away to his own back wall. Juicy not gonna let him exit the back wall easily. They're just hanging out here on the back wall. Moxy still might have gotten what he wanted, which is to bait Juicy in. Got a demo. Juicy should be able to respawn, though. This shot is not going to be that quick. Juicy even able to pick up 100. Now another fake challenge into reverse challenge. Juicy's been doing a lot of faking, but not getting exposed too much by it. He's done a good job of sticking around. This time he can't get back. He'll get a demo for his efforts, but he will not stop the goal as Moxy takes the lead. Juicy slowly working a dribble. I feel he wanted Moxy to own goal it. He knew that it was going in for sure, and that there's basically nothing Moxy can do about it except help it. But Moxy said, no, I'm not flipping back towards this ball. You can have it. Juicy. Air dribble just behind half field line. Gonna try and cut it back the other way, and 50 it! I was gonna say, just cutting it back to the near post isn't gonna be enough. Moxy's gonna be able to read that and be prepared for it. But instead of shooting, Juicy knew better. And he just caught it and walked it in with his car behind the ball. Juicy, oof. Put one into the crossbar and down, and maybe if it's crossbar down and in, he has himself his goal, but instead, Moxy able to get a counterattack and equalize. Juicy, nice kickoff win. He might try and stall it on the goal line. I think he thought, no way am I going to be able to cleanly and safely stall it on the goal line. Juicy. Bring this ball down to the ground after a couple aerial attempts. Now chain dashing into a long shot. It's not on target. Oh, it is! I lied! I absolutely told a lie directly to every last one of your faces. It was on target. Just barely. Oh, maybe not! Maybe not. Maybe not. Watching it again, that might have been post and outs. And Moxy might have been the one to score it. Moxy misses the boost at the midfield. Double jump bump, maximum cringe with the game on the line. And now he's within one with 28 seconds. Needs to be a careful kickoff from Juicy. Juicy. Catch, delay flick, wave dash, right back to Moxy. He is not going to dive here. He knows that would be not worth it considering it's a tie game. And now, or sorry, not tie game, but a game in which he is winning. Does not need a goal. Juicy going to keep it on the ground, roll it back. Game 5! You know we're going game 5 in this France versus France matchup. Game 5, Moxy versus Juicy. According to my intel in the chat, and chat never lies, Moxy and Juicy have ended the voice call and ended their friendship. They're locking in for game 5. Friendship can return afterwards. To me, that says Moxy was the one who wanted to lock in after losing the last 2 games. I would think Juicy would not mind continuing the chat. But Juicy will score first whether they're in comms or not. Not often are the two 1v1 opponents in comms. But it sounds like that was the case here for this series. Moxy staring down at Juicy and saying, "What are you doing here?" If you're going to stay this close to the ball, I'm just going to take it away. Juicy, I mean, he even looked up and realized that ball way too high. Kickoff goal for Juicy, though, and he's right back into the lead. Moxy setting up a carry that oftentimes turns into his classic flick. When he saw the challenge, tried to drop it down for a low 50. Juicy and 14 boost. Really probably needs more like 39 if he wants to make the play here, and because he doesn't have that, Moxy is going to be able to get a goal. Juicy trying to catch a demo on his way back. Doesn't connect on it. Still aggressive zap dashing, and he's just chasing down this ball, pinching it up high, and this, did not get the flip through pop like he wanted. Forcing Moxy to pop this one up though now, and now he has the counter cut. Has the counter attack. Except he missed. But he had to go quickly, otherwise Moxy would have 50'd him. Juicy, probably too heavy of a touch towards the net. Now trying to make something work out of it. Had to double jump to dodge a bump. That's not a great play from Moxy, as his possession is now over. Really tough setup from Juicy. Moxy thought about sealing, but recognized Juicy was far away on his carry. Probably shouldn't put himself out of position for no danger. Juicy staring down Moxy, forcing him to take a wide angle and have no follow-up shot on that initial setup. So instead, he's trying to fake him, and now booming it out. Juicy, intentional save off of the post to make sure that this clear does not go into Moxy's control, or at least that's what he was hoping for. Moxy still able to pick it up far away, and he's going to go cringe to take the lead. Air dribble bump will work if Juicy continues to straight shadow. Moxy punishing that, and now has the lead. Juicy bumped Moxy, and interesting rotation on his recovery. He mixed up his flip here. Instead of landing, he just kept it up in the air. Felt like that was the fastest way back. Almost able to flick it into the crossbar, but now a little bit of separation that we really haven't seen in any of these matches, or any of these last couple games, I should say. Maybe in Juicy's favor, but Moxy up 2. Juicy with 4 boost and a nice flick. Brings us back to within 1. Juicy might have had a chance to score there. Moxy certainly couldn't get to the touch of the back wall. Maybe he would have gotten to it if it was on target. Juicy's been very aggressive with his psycho attempts. You see, as soon as he lands, he pulls his camera straight down to see, do I have to jump up and protect this ball? Moxy doesn't want to take that risk. Cringe attempts from Moxy. Gets Juicy into net, moving slowly. And Moxy has the follow-up. Moxy flicking top left. Wow. Normally you see players turn left, flick right, and try and slot this on the opposite side of the net. Moxy sticks to his favorite flick and says, I bet if I go crossbar down, or corner down really, I could get myself a goal. Moxy pulling away to keep his streak alive. A lot of people excited about a streak that could maybe go the distance. Juicy, nice challenge. Keeping himself in this game. And by nice challenge, I mean nice protection of a challenge. Really, it was Moxy who was challenging, but nice play off the side wall. Good 50 is maybe what I mean to say. Minute 22. Wave dash kickoff from Moxy. Results in him getting to the sidewall first. Juicy drove in so deep, maybe hoping for a bump, has to settle for tapping the ball away. And nice landing on the back wall. Can use a 16 boost to pinch this out. More than enough time to pick up 100, but we are within a minute, and Moxy has a 2-goal lead. And he likes to pull the strings in these situations, force you to make challenges you would otherwise not want to. We'll see if he'll be able to do that right now. He's going to pop this over the top of Juicy. Make it 7-4. Diagonal kickoff. I think Juicy might need this to be in the nets almost immediately to save all the rest of the time for his last 2. Interesting little chain dash thing attempts on the landing. This ball's bouncing high. Moxy says, I'm not going to let you clear it. I'll clear it. I want to be the one in control. And he has just that on an air dribble. Back towards the other side of the field. He will land with 30 or so boost. He's not going to use all of it, as he knows he just needs ability to recover or extended possession to end this series. Juicy can flip all over the ball all he wants. Moxy will steal it back away and has ended the series. Moxy will keep his run going. Juicy gets gain number 3 and 4, but they hop out of the call, lock in, and the lock in favors Moxy, as his musty will be denied to end the game, but he advances in the Donathon. Time to decide whether he wants $125 or to risk it and go again. Double! He pre-jumped the double. Obviously he's doubling. I think Moxy's going to be doubling or losing. One of the two. Let's find out who Moxy might play. Someone in chat said, I'm feeling a Nush. They were right. Nush will be his last level 3 matchup, assuming he wants to keep going after level 3. No one has tried to go past level 3.